Hey guys, it's Carrie Bojarski here, and I want to expand on expanding your market on Facebook. So a lot of times people wonder, how the heck am I going to be able to do that? How do I meet new people on Facebook? Well, Facebook has a page for pretty much everything. So what is it that you love to do? What is it that you are interested in already? Maybe you're part of a Taekwondo class, or maybe you're really into knitting, or maybe you love horseback riding. Maybe you're a runner. There are Facebook pages for all of that stuff, in which there's people on there that have the same interests as you. So you're connecting on that commonality. And then a lot of times there's posts and a way to comment on those posts on those like pages. So you're actually seeing other people that may have similar views as you, or might be I don't know, have the same dog as you, or same breed. I mean, there's Facebook pages for everything. So you're connecting with other people based on that. And then maybe you happen to see that you are on at the same time every day that you're looking in that like page as somebody else, and you always kind of chit-chat back and forth. It's okay to, take that to a private message and start talking to the person. I kind of caution on sending friend requests, because Facebook's real funny. If you send a friend request and somebody does not respond within 3 days or something, it counts against you somehow. So I really caution that, and I just suggest starting it with a Facebook message, or say, hey, I'll PM you, or I'm going to PM you, or something, so they know it's coming. Otherwise it goes to their others, section. So that's always a good way. And then, of course, I leave the friending in their court. And then just from seeing what you post, how you're motivating, inspiring, and every once in a while they see something about your fitness journey, they can discover that you're a Beachbody coach. And if you don't have your websites on your Facebook About section, you want to put them there, because we all do this and other people do it to us. When you first friend request them, or you're sending a reconnection message, the first thing people do is go, oh, I wonder what so-and-so's up to. So then they click on your Facebook page, then they scroll your wall a little bit, and they also click on the About section to see what you're doing now. And when they see that, it's a really nice way that's not in your face for them to explore a little bit more about what you do. And I have something tickling my nose. I apologize. I'm not picking it. It's just itchy. I don't know if it's like a little, I don't know. Oh, look at my little hooded sweatshirt. Second one in 2 days. We are part of a hooded sweatshirt community. So now I have two, a blue and a red. So that was my little squirrel moment. So what I love about our business, and I love that you can actually, okay, go that way now so everyone can focus. My little sapphire. So what I love about Facebook is you can grow your business and your confidence behind Facebook messages, and I think that is fantastic. And the more that you use them, the more that your skill increases, that you start to verbalize them when you're meeting people out and about. And it is the coolest thing when that happens. Now, when I first thought about wanting to talk to people outside of Facebook, it made me really nervous. And it made me nervous because I was nervous that people would see that I looked nervous, and then I would turn red, and then maybe sweat a little bit, and then I felt that they would look like they would feel that I would look like I was trying to sell them something. And I didn't want to do that. So what I started to do is I just made it simple on myself. I would still wear and share, love to wear and share, and that's just wearing something Beachbody related, program related, fitness related, your website related, something when you're out and about so people can ask you a question, because it's so much easier to be responsive to somebody asking a question than you talking to someone, and thinking, oh my gosh, I want to say something to them and try to get connected to them about my business. Because sometimes that feels icky, because it is icky to be on the recipient end. So how do you do that? So what I did to grow my confidence face-to-face is I just started off by saying hi to people. Had no intentions of forming anybody, no intentions of asking for information. I would say hi to people when I was at the grocery store. And sometimes people would look at me kind of crazy, like, are you talking to me? And some people would smile back as if I just made their day. And other people just real stoic. So, and other people would start conversations because, of course, I was wearing and sharing. So what would happen then is, as I've had this happen where people, mostly in the grocery line when you're going to check out, is where I've had most of the conversations. And a lot of times, well, there was this one person who said, I actually have P90X and it's still in the box. Have you ever done it? So that opened up conversation. And then, of course, the way I connected it to see if she wanted to stay connected is I said, you know, I happen to help people get started. Do you want to open up the box and maybe have a day one and start moving, you know, closer to your own goals? And she said yes. So we exchanged information, and most people are really kosher with exchanging an email. I'll say, hey, did you want to exchange, you know, emails and stay connected? And, you know, maybe, you know, we can get that box opened and together we can have a day one for you. How does that sound? Did you want to do that? And while they're writing their email down, I'll say, oh, are you on Facebook? Most of the time they'll say yes. If they hesitate, I try to fill that in a little bit, and I say, because I have a private fitness support group on there that's really helpful, and you're surrounded by other people that are also, you know, kind of working on their fitness journey. And it might be something for you, but we don't have to decide that now. And they go, oh yeah, I'm on Facebook. Okay, well, is it okay if I friend you, and can I find you by this email? So that's pretty much what I do there. Now, I built my business in a small town with one blinking light, and the median income there was about $28,000 a year. So needless to say, if you're a person who goes, but I live in a small town, people I know don't have a lot of money. That was me. That was me. I live in a small town. People that I lived around did not want to buy my product. People that I was related to did not want to buy my product. People that I was good friends with did not want to buy my product. Did that stop me? Heck no. Heck no. And I think what a lot of it was is I came across as very salesy initially. So just from me using Facebook and being able to share my journey, people then connected with me and would ask me, you know, what is this about? Tell me a little bit more about what you're doing. Or sometimes people would say, this is probably creepy, but I've kind of been following you and for this long, and I've been really struggling and I'm looking for a little bit of support, and I was wondering if you could help me. So I don't think it's creepy that people Facebook stalk me. I think it's kind of cool. And it's kind of cool when you find out that, yes, there are people watching that I didn't know were paying attention that are. So that's kind of neat. So what I did is I just started sharing on Facebook, and from that, you know, it attracted people that were like me, just by me sharing me in my daily Facebook posts. Let's see. Now, if you actually work or you go to a gym, you're around people. And all people could be healthier. There's not one person that I've ever met that doesn't want to either feel better, sleep better, maybe even lose some weight, gain some weight, just be healthier, period. So when you're around people, even if it's people that you know, you can use Form to get to know them on a deeper level, which is such a cool thing because, you know, even if you think you know everything about Aunt Sally and she's always worked at the bank or something, ask her what she loves most about it, because if it was me, if I knew Aunt Sally worked at the bank for 30 years, she must really love it. That's loyalty, and that's, to me, somebody really enjoys it. She might say, actually, no, I hate it. You know, there's nothing that I love about it. I just do it because it's a steady paycheck. You would learn a lot about people when you just say, oh my gosh, you know, 30 years, that's really great. That's a lot of loyalty. You must really love what you do. You know, and that's part of forming, you know, is talking about the occupation. Okay? I do the same thing now. There's not always a message. Sometimes the message is real simple. You know, I'll talk about, you know, what do you do? How long have you been doing it? Oh, what do you love most about it? You know, just different things like that. So, you know, what do you guys do for fun when you're not, you know, here at gymnastics, or, you know, whatever it is that you're talking about? You kind of just connect everything and just have conversation, but you're making sure with the form that the emphasis is on them and that you're not talking about yourself too much. That's the idea behind it. Not to have it be so set up that you feel like it's scripted, but because FOR and M is so easy to remember when you go, okay, this kind of, I might be getting an awkward moment and I'm not really sure where to go in this conversation. You go, oh, R in my mind. Okay, R, recreation. What do they do for fun? You know, that's a good way. Oh, so what do you do for fun? And then that person will tell you. or that I don't do anything for fun because, and then they'll tell you as well. So, but sometimes the message is, hey, are you on Facebook? Because I really love talking to you and I'd love to stay connected. That's a great message. It doesn't have to be, I think sometimes people struggle because they think with forming they're supposed to form and try to find a connection to the business. And that's not always. I've connected with people when I'm volunteering at school because they're trying to find a house. And they want to stay in the area. And we happen to know people that do a lot of excavating and land work that happen to always see or come up with knowledge of something that's going to go for sale before it comes up on the market. So I was able to say, hey, you know what? I don't know if this is going to be helpful or not, but I know that you're looking for 10 acres and you want to stay in the area. And I happen to have this friend that sometimes, has early access to different, land for sale and different things that are coming up. Did you want to exchange information? And maybe, if I hear of anything, I can shoot it your way. Absolutely. Why wouldn't they want to? Because you're being helpful. So you can be helpful and trustworthy, not based on your business, but because you really know someone that can be of benefit to them. And so many people don't go out of their way to help people now that you stand out. And then that person naturally wants to learn a little bit more about you because you're a professional and you were doing something very nice for them. So if we meet new people, she said, do I use the form? Absolutely. Absolutely. Anytime I meet new people, whether it's out and about, whether it's at a dinner, anywhere, a new neighbor, absolutely. And sometimes I'll go home and write some notes because I can't remember everything and I know I'm going to see them again and I want to make sure I can reference that. And again, sometimes the M is something having to do with staying connected. But if somebody expresses a need, finance-wise, whatever, it's okay for you to say, hey, you know what? I don't know if what I do is for you or not, but we can exchange some information. I can share some info, or we can exchange our emails. I can share some information with you. And, if it's a fit, great. If not, that's okay too. But at least it's a way for you to make an informed decision. Did you want to do that? So you're leaving it in their court, okay? Let's see. The message can be about exchange. Oh, sometimes I don't use a form. Sometimes it's just, hey, I'll see you next time, because I kind of gauge things on how it goes. Like even somebody yesterday liked the handbag that I had, and she said, oh, who sells those in this area? So I told her that my good friend did, and I so badly wanted to be like, don't you want her number? Don't you want her number? Because I really wanted to help this friend out, but she really didn't care about getting information for it, so I didn't want to force it. So I still continued to talk to her and have a conversation with her. And then I'm on a PTO page on Facebook for the school, and I happened to see her comment on, thanking people for being part of the Santa Secret Shop. So I then friended her because we had a lengthy conversation, and she started liking things that I had posted a long time ago about Beachbody, including one post I did about the business. But the funny thing is, this is so crazy. They actually bought a house. They just moved to the area from Bradford. They bought a house in June that we actually looked at on the internet. That's not too far from here. So we also can continue to connect on that way as well. So we met initially because she liked my bag. That had nothing to do with Beachbody. Then we continued to talk. She complimented me on my hair. Go Allison Fogel, who gets a lot of compliments because she does really, really well with hair. She's very good. Go see her if you're in the area. Route 8, Suburban Styles. Okay, little shameless plug there.
Yeah.
Okay, I think I have just a few more seconds left, and I want to try to beat the clock. Sorry this is so long. Anyway, let's see. Get contact information if sound... Oh, how do you get contact information without sounding too creepy? Oh my gosh, I should have made these into so many different videos. Oh man, maybe I'll... Oh. Good question. There's been times where in my mind I'm like, oh my gosh, I so want to get this person's information, but I don't know how to do it without sounding creepy. So if you can connect it to what you've already been talking to, golden. Okay? But if you just kind of throw it out there, don't do it. Channel that conversation till next time if you think that you'll see them again. If you don't think you'll see them again, just say, I really loved, talking with you and getting to know you more. Just curious, are you on Facebook? I would love to stay connected. That works out really well, a lot of times. Okay, I gotta go. 15 minutes done.